going on, Orlando Magic fans? Darth Kevin is over. Magic win, baby. Let's go. Finally. Good grief. Took us long enough. Magic win 130 to 111 in Sacramento. Haven't won in Sacramento in a while. Good grief. This is the Six-Man Show Postgame Live. After a win, I can't wait. We're going to play the song. We're going to talk about a win. We're going to talk about trades. Less than 24 hours away from the trade deadline. Pretty exciting stuff. Wow, did the Magic need that win? Good grief. About time. Shout out Franz. Shout out Paolo. Shout out Cole and AB. Shout out everybody. What a night. Magic win. Hey, welcome to Six-Man Show Postgame Live. My name's Kevin. Glad you're hanging out with us at what is now 12:31 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, February 6th. Magic, like I said, win 130 to 111 in Sacramento. 130 points for this Orlando Magic offense. That seems impossible, but they did it. But this is the Postgame Live. It's our live postgame show after every Orlando Magic game. Really quick, just want to add to you as well, if you're tuning into this maybe Thursday morning, you're expecting to hear an episode of the Six-Man Show. We're just going to do the postgame live for today. We're going to save the Six-Man Show, myself and Jonathan, for tomorrow after the trade deadline. Really late night Thursday night game after the Nuggets game. We're going to get on here and do a hybrid postgame live / NBA trade deadline recap type thing, myself and Jonathan. So we'll combine all those things together, get to talk about the Nuggets game and get to talk about the deadline, which may or may not have some activity for the Magic. We'll find out over the course of the next 15 hours or so. But we'll see. But like I said, this show is brought to you by Rockham. They're the world's largest sock store, and they're located in Orlando. They make socks and underwear. Some really crazy, outlandish stuff. Of course, literally stuff, underwear like you see over my shoulder. Amazing stuff, socks, Orlando Magic stuff, whether it's Magic stuff or NHL and NFL, college sports as well. They make all kinds of fun stuff for some of your favorite teams. We just ask to use this code MAGIC20 because it gets you 20% off your order at Rockham.com, and it supports the Six-Man Show as well. So big shout out to Rockham for sponsoring the show, and big shout out to all of you that have bought Rockham stuff over the last couple seasons since we've been partnered with them. We still get tons of messages and tweets and messages on Instagram and all that kind of stuff of people buying Rockham stuff and using that code MAGIC20. So if you've done that, shout out. If you haven't, now's a great time to do it. Lots of good stuff on their website, so check them out. Let's go. Magic win. Finally. Good grief. What a mess it has been the last several weeks. But hey, you got to start a turnaround somewhere. And maybe, just maybe, tonight is the start of that. Let's go to the Super Chats. We got a few of them. Our friend Luis Rosario says, light the beam? I don't think so. Play the song. Guys, I'm going to get emotional. We haven't played this song in like 12 days. And finally, we get to play the song. So let's please play the song. Let's do it. Let's go. Man, did I miss that song. Good grief. Good grief. Thank you for that super chat. We got another one here from Ty Mr. TV. Says, turn off the beam and play our song. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Lawson with a super chat says, hey guys, I'm back. Me and a few guys had to play the Space Jam Aliens to get our team's skill and fight back. We should be good now. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, it's been a very different version of the Orlando Magic until tonight. Tonight looked much more in line with the Magic. Wasn't perfect. Kings, obviously, they got a lot of weapons. There were some stretches of this game where they really kind of burned the Magic on the offensive end at least. But at the end of the day, the Magic's offense, believe it or not, able to outscore the Kings the rest of the way. Before we go to the chat, before we talk more about this game, I did want to mention, some of you guys might be noticing the Duvin jacket. Duvin with their latest drop this week. This is their third, right? The third season of the Orlando Magic and Duvin collaboration. This jacket, I think, is my favorite piece they've ever done. It is so sick. I love the collar here. It's the and like the pinstripes. It's the ode to the old school 90s Magic throwback uniforms, and it's super sick. So yeah, definitely check out the newest Duvin collection. It's pretty sick. All right, awesome. Wow. Okay, really fast before we go to the chat. Franz Wagner was outrageous in that third quarter. Unbelievable. He was great. Great all night long. Paolo Banchero, terrific all night long. Primarily facilitator tonight, which was great, right? Had a couple of great shots. Obviously ends up 25 points on 9 of 15 from the field. Terrifically efficient night for Paolo, but 9 assists as well. He was picking apart the defense. The two guys combined for only 2 turnovers. Paolo said it after... I'm already getting all these games mixed up. After the... Who did we just play? Golden State. After the Golden State game on Monday. He said it starts with him and Franz. They've got to play better if this team is going to play better. And by golly, they did. Those two were sensational tonight, combining for 54 points, 12 assists, 5 boards, a steal, only 2 turnovers for those two. So shout out Paolo and Franz. They were terrific. I mentioned at the very top of the show, I thought both the point guards, AB, Cole Anthony, were terrific. They were so good. Cole Anthony back-to-back really good games. Super, super happy with that. And then, yeah, everybody else contributed. You got to give credit to this team. They also just knocked down a ton of shots. 56% from the field, 51% from 3, 16 for 31 from 3, and 14 of 15 at the free throw line. Only missed 1 free throw. All of that is going to combine to winning ways, that's for sure. So shout out to the Magic. Big bounce back win. Let's go to the chat and see what we got going on here tonight. I'm Jovi says, finally, play the song. Let's go. Matthew Kennison says, Kings have had our number for a long time. I don't know why. Here's the thing. Magic and Kings games are always electric. I mean, wildly competitive. Lots of overtimes. Tonight, this game felt like it was going to be that. At the half, I think it was like a 4-point game, something like that. Very exciting first half, neck and neck, back and forth, and you're going, oh boy, at least I was. Oh boy, here we go again. It's going to be, a quadruple overtime heartbreaker in Sacramento. But then that third quarter happened, and my goodness, that third quarter was outrageous. What was that final? It was 42-23 in the third quarter. Good grief, 42 points for the Magic. That's crazy. But yeah, shout out to the Magic. That third quarter, a quarter that typically has hurt the Magic lately, did not hurt them tonight. They were able to bounce back in a huge, huge way. All right, let's see what else we got here. Chris says, forgot for a second that tomorrow's the trade deadline. Well, it's going to be interesting, guys. And by tomorrow, now it's today. We're sitting here after midnight on Thursday. Trade deadline is later this afternoon. It's going to be interesting. A lot of Magic fans want there to be a deal done. Does one performance like tonight change some of your minds? You'll have to let me know in the chat. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Heck, honestly, guys, the way this trade deadline is gone, there could be a Magic trade during this show, live right now, which would be wild. But yeah, who knows? There's been trade announcements during games, right after games, right before games. I mean, anything's on the table. So we'll see if a trade's going to happen, whether it's tonight or obviously sometime on Thursday. Well, today is Thursday. Sometime during the day on Thursday. That's amazing. Let's see. Well, Matthew says, still need a trade. Sorry, it's facts. Yeah, we'll see. Kevin says, no more dark Kevin. Play the song. Absolutely. Let's go. Chris says, good to see Wendell make some shots. Yeah, that was huge. Everybody's making shots tonight. Love to see that. Let's see. Luke says, hey, guys, we didn't chuck up 45 plus threes, so we won. Who would have thought? Honestly, on a night like tonight, 45 threes might have worked in our favor because we couldn't miss. I mean, good grief. This team, what did I say? 51.6% from 3. Crazy. Janine says, our boys are back. Play the song. Let's go. Luke says, unfortunately, this probably means Weltman won't make a trade. I thought about that too. If he looks at this game, he's like, you know what? Our offense is fine. Our offense is just fine. Evan Joseph says the drought is over. Good grief. Yeah. Wow. What a drought it was. I hope it really is over. I hope this isn't a one-off. Obviously, tomorrow is going to be tough. Anytime you play in Denver on the road, it's tough. Add it as a back-to-back, it's tough. Denver's also on a back-to-back, but it's a home back-to-back. So they don't have to travel, and it was also a blowout win. So they were able to rest guys in the fourth quarter just like the Magic. So always tough to play there at altitude. They have a great fan base. But I hope that they're able to come out with the same effort, energy, intensity as they did tonight and at least have a competitive game. That's all I'm asking for. Again, winning on the second night of a back-to-back in Denver is brutally tough. But if we can at least be competitive and give ourselves a chance, I'm going to be super happy with that. And then, hey, you come home on Saturday and we'll see what kind of noise they can make. But yes, I hope this is the end of the drought. We'll see. Chris D says, some of you jokers need to put some respect on AB's name. Amazing what happens when he's put in a position to get downhill and not just hand off to Paolo and Franz and go sit in the corner. Play that song. You're 100% right, Chris. Like, when AB is aggressive, that's when AB is at his best. The question that I have, which you're right, most of the time when he's out there, his job is to facilitate, hand off to Paolo and Franz, right? The question that I have is how much of that is AB and how much of that is coaching and scheme, right? I think it's a mix of both. I think there are some times when the staff wants AB to be more aggressive and assertive and drive and kick and those kinds of things. And sometimes he just doesn't. And so, again, I don't know where the blame goes, if it's all on AB or all on the coaching staff, or I would guess it's probably a mix of both. But back to the point, when AB's playing like this, look out. He contributed big time tonight, which you love to see. Yeah, Tavia says, lol, definitely not making a trade now. Yeah, Andrew says, we back. Championship, here we come. It definitely felt like a, hey, we're so back game. But we'll see. Colin says, what a game. Franz was a sniper tonight. Yeah, he was unreal. 5 of 6 from 3. And the only 3 that he missed was a late shot clock heave. That was, of course, an air ball, but that's okay. I'll take the other 5. Sign me up for that. The Only Hero says, this is not a drill. Magic won and scored 130 points, but please, Weltman, don't let this distract you from making a trade. Here's the thing that's kind of wild about this, guys. If a trade does happen, which I think is possible, I said it on Monday's episode with Jonathan that maybe a coin flip that I think it might happen. Some Magic fans are super confident that it's going to happen. I don't know that I can read this front office well enough to say that I'm confident in it. But what I'm getting at is this. What's wild is if that happens, tonight was the last game in a Magic jersey for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who knows how many of these guys? If a trade is going to happen, tonight was the end of their Magic careers, which, is bittersweet depending on how the trade goes, right? I think all the guys that are potentially on the trading block, really everybody on this team, I mean, they're all great guys. I think all of us, really like these guys as people, but sometimes basketball moves have to be made, and so it'll be very interesting to see if that happens, but I think it'll be bittersweet if it does happen. From 1 to 14, this whole roster is full of guys that I think are very respected, very loved. And so if one or more of them end up being dealt, it's going to be bittersweet, It's not going to be easy. But if it's in the name of improving this basketball team, sometimes you have to do those things. So we'll see. It'll be very, very interesting stretch here, like I said, over the next 15 hours or so. All right. Got another super chat come in here. This one's from Gabe Gaines. Says, great game tonight. Feels good to get back in the W column. Trade deadline will be interesting. Bye, Gary. Rip. Oh, my gosh. That's funny. The other part of this, if this is some guy's last game, what a way to go out. What a way to go out. A nice, strong, confident 19-point lead or point win. Yeah. I'll take that. Got to be pretty happy with that. All right, let's go back to the chat here. Let's see. That's funny. Steve Long says Darth Kevin is over. That was sick. Hey, got a flair for the dramatic sometime. It's been a dark time, but we gotta we were able to crawl out of that one. Brandon says, Weltman maniacal laugh, no trades. Mwahahaha. We'll see. We'll see. David T says, how about the 3-point shooting? Yeah. Pretty crazy. Definitely going to boost the season stats. Rael says, Sith Kevin is no more. Welcome to the light. Glad to be back. Good to be back. Feeling great. Devane Madison says, Cole Anthony tonight as a starter opened the floor up for Franz and Paolo, also allowed AB to run the bench unit where he shined. 100% agree. We talked about this on Monday's postgame after the Golden State game when Cole had another great game. I think everyone's issue with Cole is consistency, right? When Cole is at his best, which he was very good tonight. The thing with Cole tonight was it statistically not a crazy game, just 14 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. But what's huge for him, no turnovers, and very efficient, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Or 2 of 4 from 3, that's right. He didn't force anything. He played within kind of the flow of the game, and I thought he was terrific, right? And if this is the version of Cole Anthony that we get every single night, he's not even in trade discussions. But because the last 2 seasons, it has been, he'll have 1 good game and 4 bad games. That's where that comes from, right? But you're exactly right. What we saw from Cole tonight is the prime Cole. Like, this is what we need from Cole. And if he can do that consistently, I think every Magic fan would be on board for that. Giancarlo says, hit the like button. Yeah, please. Please hit the like button if you're hanging out with us, which, by the way, there's almost 200 of you here live with us on YouTube and many more watching over on X. Thanks for hanging out with us live, or if you're watching this later or listening to this on the podcast platform, always appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Please hit that like button. Again, it helps other Magic fans find the Sixth Man Show. And again, if you're listening on a podcast platform, why don't you leave us a review? We haven't asked for reviews in a while. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. Let other Magic fans know that this is a place that you come for Magic content. That's always appreciated. Miguel says, that new Duvin. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, this jacket is crazy. I'll remove this chat just so you can see it. Like, it's just so sick. So sick. Love it. Highly recommend. Duval says, points. Yeah. You get a point. Everybody gets a point. Dead Air says, great win. I'll be at the Denver game tomorrow night. That's amazing. I know at least one other die-hard Magic Maniac will be there as well. Jonathan Z, who frequents our Sixth Fan Show, our show that happens outside of Kia Center. One of the craziest, wildest, most die-hard Magic fans out there is also going to be at the game. So I'm sure you might run into him tomorrow. That'll be fun. Congrats. That'll be fun. Hopefully Magic can pull that out. Mango Man, how many times can Kevin say good grief? Hey, we might have to come up with a post-game live drinking game because good grief would be on there. What was the other one? There was one of the shows earlier this year. One of you guys was making fun of me for saying something. I don't remember what it was, but it cracked me up. And yeah, good grief is definitely one of them. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Christy says, cue the Michael Scott meme. I missed the song. Yeah, rough. Rough for sure. Rael says, Kings being this bad is very shocking. Their lineup on paper is really good. Yeah, interesting Kings team. Obviously, they just made the deal. They just sent De'Aaron Fox to San Antonio. So first game tonight with the new look Kings. It was always going to take some time to get acclimated to one another. But on the season, they're 500 now, 25-25. You're right. Even, before the trade on paper with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis and DeMar DeRozan and on, a good team, Malik Monk, good team. But yeah, they started the season rough, right? That's why they ended up bringing Doug Christie as the interim coach now, right? But yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a good team. And again, they had a great first half, kept things close, but really the Magic just put their foot on the gas pedal in the third quarter. And the rest is history. Chris says, where do I get the jacket? Let me double check that this link still works, but I'm pretty sure you can go to orlandomagic.com/Duvin. Let me see if this link still works before Yeah, there it is. OrlandoMagic.com/Duvin, Duvin. Will take you to the sign up for the event. And then also in there should be the link for the, I don't know if the pre-order is still live. You'll have to take a look at that. But regardless, you can go to the event where this new lineup is going to drop. And so you can get a jacket there. Either one. Yeah, we big fans of Duvin as well. All right. Brandon says money line. Kevin touches glasses over under 3.5. I don't know where you bet it. Hopefully you took the over. I'll give you another one right there. Oh, man. Matt Browning says AB going to the cup all night long was awesome to see. Yeah. Again, when AB is aggressive and getting to the rim, it opens things up for everybody, including himself. He's a quite good finisher at the rim. And so whether he gets an opportunity at the rim or opportunity to go to the foul line or opportunity to kick out to somebody else, it's gonna end up going well. There's a lot of Kevins in the chat, by the way. Shout out to all my fellow Kevins. This Kevin says connect to the Hornets was kind of crazy. Yeah, what a deal. If you just missed it late in the game tonight, it was Mark Williams from the Hornets to the Lakers for Dalton Connect and some draft picks and some other things. So Lakers getting that center that they've been supposedly missing all season long, not just a center for the present, but a center for the future to pair it with Luka Doncic can be very interesting. You knew there was a deal coming for the Lakers to get a big man. That deal in particular surprised me, sending Dalton Connect for that, but it sets them up pretty well. I think it might be a one of those trades that ends up being a win-win for both sides, but we'll see. Time will tell. Michael says, I'm happy we got the win, but I don't want to celebrate too hard. We are still 2-8 in our last 10. Let's keep it up. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, it's like the Detroit win, right? Almost 2 weeks ago. It felt like we had turned a corner, got guys healthy, going to start winning, and then we went on this latest losing streak. And so it's all about momentum now, right? You got to take this win. You got to roll it over into tomorrow's game against Denver. For me, like I said at the top, winning in Denver on the second night of back-to-back is so tough. So I'm not going to sit here and say the Magic have to win tomorrow. I don't think that's true. I think they need to be competitive. That's the difference. Because during this losing streak, this team was not competitive, except for Monday against Golden State. Which even that wasn't really competitive through three quarters. They needed a fourth quarter comeback to make it close. But regardless, they need to be competitive in Denver tomorrow. And then you come home at the weekend, start to rack up some wins. We'll see. But hey, the Magic can absolutely win in Denver tomorrow. If they play like they did tonight, if they shoot the ball like they did tonight, they can absolutely win in Denver tomorrow. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's very tough. Very tough. All right, let's go to the box score. We're going to knock all this stuff out together. We'll hit the box score. We'll hit scores around the league. We'll hit the standings, all that kind of stuff. So, I already talked about Franz, 31 points on 22 shots, 5 of 6 from 3, hit both his free throws, 5 boards, 3 assists, no turnovers. I mean, shout out Franz, a terrific Franz game. That third quarter was electric. Paolo also elite tonight, 23 points, 9 assists, a steal. Only 2 turnovers, for the two of those guys combined, which is huge. Goga ends up with 14 and 7. Goga did not miss from the field tonight. That was some one of the complaints I think about Goga since he's been back from injury is missing some of the gimmies, some of the stuff that Goga usually eats for breakfast. But tonight did not miss any of them. 7 for 7 from the field, along with the 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. A great Goga game. KCP, similarly to, I think it was Monday's game, couple buckets early, quiet in the second half, but ends up with 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Not a bad night from KCP at all. Cole, we've talked about him a lot, but he was really, really good. I thought Cole was so good tonight. Again, not forcing anything, just taking what was given to him and getting other guys involved. I know he only has 3 assists on the night, but it felt like he did a good job of setting the offense up more often than not. And again, no turnovers for Cole. Really, really happy with him. 14 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. Gary, silent night from him. 14, just under 15 minutes tonight. Did not score, only took 1 shot, had 3 boards. Anthony Black, 15 points tonight. 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line, 6 free throws for Anthony Black. That is a good sign. That means he was being aggressive, getting to the rim, drawing contact. Also add 3 assists and a steal with no turnovers. No turnovers combined for Cole and Anthony Black is huge. So shout out to AB and Cole as well. J.I. played 20 minutes. That surprised me. I felt like Jonathan Isaac did not see the floor a ton tonight, but ends up with 20 minutes. Did not score, 3 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals for Jonathan Isaac. Wendell, I thought was pretty good tonight. 8 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. 3 of 4 from the field. Hit both of his 3-point attempts, so that's always huge. Tristan Silva ends up with 18 minutes tonight. Did not miss from the field. How about that? 5 of 5 from the field, including 1 for 1 from 3. 11 points for him. 2 boards, 3 assists. And then Jet, Trevelyan Queen, Caleb Houston, and Corey Joseph all got some minutes there in garbage time as the Magic had blown this game open by the fourth quarter and were able to rest some guys, which hopefully pays off tomorrow against the Nuggets. Magic shoot 56.8% from 3, 51.6 from, or sorry, back it up. 56.8% from the field, 51.6% from 3, and 93.3% from the line. An elite shooting performance for your Orlando Magic. Not a sentence we say very often around here, but we'll take it. 40 rebounds for the Magic. 9 of them were offensive. I think they got out-rebounded. Yeah, 46 for the Kings. What is that? 30 assists on 50 field goals. Not bad. Got the 8 steals. And then the big one for me, only 8 turnovers for the Magic. 8 turnovers in the game. Not only is that huge just in general, but it's especially huge against the Kings, a team that likes to get out and run, play fast. You turn the ball over, they're going to push it down the floor and try to score right away. Again, not turning the ball over allows you to set your defense. Do you still give up 111 points to the Kings? Yes. But it could have been a lot worse if the Magic turned the ball over a lot. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Kings with 17 turnovers, so credit to the Magic for at least having a hand in forcing some of those. 56 points in the paint for the Magic. That's amazing. 40 bench points. And like I mentioned, just the 8 turnovers. All those things. Big time contributions to this win. Let's check out some of the scores around the league. Couple that impact the Magic. Bucks beat the Hornets. Cavs beat the Pistons on a game winner by Darius Garland. A long 3 at the buzzer to beat the Pistons. That's big for the Magic when we look at the standings, which we'll do in just a second. Spurs beat the Hawks. Victor Wembanyama, I believe, had a couple of free throws at the end of the game to seal that one. Another game that impacts the Magic when we look at the standings. The Wizards get their 9th win. They have now won either 3 in a row or 3 out of the last 4. I think this is 3 in a row. Let's double check this. 3 in a row for the Washington Wizards. All on the road as well. Minnesota, Charlotte, Brooklyn. Shout out to the Wizards. Hey, you trade Kyle Kuzma, good things might start happening. We'll see. Heat beat the Sixers, unfortunately. Grizzlies beat the Raptors. Raptors acquired Brandon Ingram tonight. Another crazy trade at this trade deadline. Timberwolves beat the Bulls. Jazz beat the Warriors. Warriors without a ton of people because of that deal, that trade. Nuggets, like I mentioned earlier, blow out the Pelicans by 25 at home. Again, Magic play in Denver tomorrow. And then the Thunder blow out the Suns, who lost again. Suns are falling apart. I don't think they had Kevin Durant tonight. A lot of speculation about his future, but it looks like he might end up staying in Phoenix, but we'll see. What does that mean for the standings? Well, because the Pistons lost, the Magic are now just half a game back of the Pistons. Gained a whole game up on them tonight, which is big. 1.5 games back of the 6th seed Miami Heat. 3.5 back of the Bucks at 5, and 4.5 back of the Indiana Pacers at 4. Hawks also lost to the Magic, up a game and a half on them, and the Bulls 3 games up on the Bulls at 10th, and then 4 games up on the Philadelphia 76ers, who are still on the outside looking in of the play-in. But hey, this is big, right? You gain a game on the Pistons, still just 1.5 games back of the 6th seed. That's what's crazy about all of this, guys. That's what's crazy about all of this. In spite of all the struggles, right, of the last couple weeks, the Magic are still a game and a half out of a guaranteed playoff spot. Is it where we wanted to be going into the season? No. We wanted home court advantage. That feels like it's out of reach, but the playoffs are not. All right, so all it takes, turn the corner, start getting some of these wins, start racking up wins. You got a very favorable schedule around the All-Star break starting this weekend. And I think it's still possible, but the Magic have to play better than they have lately, obviously, but we'll see. Brandon says those glasses look real low, Kevin. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing here. Oh, that's funny. Alfonso says, are you worried about Franz's hitch on his shot? We have not talked about this yet. Very interesting to see Franz shooting the basketball differently since coming back from injury. Okay. Am I worried about it? No. He went 5 for 6 from 3 tonight. Not worried about it. It's working. Is it strange? Yes. It's definitely strange. Definitely strange, but I'm not worried about it. Carlos says, yeah, I think Harris and Jet are moving. We'll see. We'll see. Maddie says, big trade equals cash considerations. I think that's very possible. Very possible. Don says, I'd trade Harris for a few good cheerleaders to open up a roster spot for Trevlin. Hey, I think Trevlin Queen has earned it. Is that going to happen? Probably not, but you never know. It's possible. It's possible. Oh, gosh. Some of you guys are ruthless. Ruthless. That's hilarious. Kevin says, the real question is, are we going to play the song? We already did play the song, Kevin, at the top of the show. If you missed that, you know what? It's been so long. We'll play the song one more time. It's just because it's been almost 2 weeks. We'll play the song one more time. Just because it's so beautiful. Let's go. Icarus Wrath says, I'm a Kevin. Like I'm saying, there's a lot of Kevins around here. It's kind of wild. Last couple thoughts here from the chat, and we're going to call it a night. Hey, it's a back-to-back for the Magic, which means it's a back-to-back for us. So we're going to wrap this one up here in just a second. C. Thomas says, this was a great victory. Thought Tristan was really good tonight. The core showed up. Also refreshing to get a win like this without Jalen Suggs. Yeah, that is true. Magic struggled big time without Jalen this season. Credit to the Magic for getting a win against a good opponent on the road without Jalen Suggs. I wonder if Jalen Suggs is going to be available tomorrow. I have no idea. With it being a back-to-back, part of me wonders if that's why he was scratched for this, because he wasn't going to play back-to-back no matter what. Was he scratched for tonight to have him available for tomorrow? Maybe. It's possible. That'd be cool to get Jalen back tomorrow. That'd be really cool. Like I said, last couple thoughts here. Yeah, Matthew says Suggs should be really close to returning. Yeah, absolutely should be really close. Should be back any game now. Carmelo says, what do you think about tomorrow? Do you believe we will make a move? I'm 50-50. Coin flip. Do I want us to make a move? Yes. Do I think we will make a move? I don't know. Don't know. Can't say for sure. Not confident. Tavius, this is a great way to end the show, says, are you guys having a trade deadline reaction show? So this is what you guys can expect, okay? Typically, we put out episode of the Six Man Show every Monday and Thursday, but because of the trade deadline, we're going to hold off. So tomorrow night, after the Nuggets game, we're going to do like a hybrid post-game live reaction to the Nuggets game plus reacting to the trade deadline. No matter what happens, whether the Magic make a gigantic blockbuster move or make no deals at all, Jonathan, myself, we're going to hop on here and react to that, react to the Nuggets game, and just the whole big picture of the Orlando Magic. So tune into that tomorrow. Again, that'll be live. It'll be a live show after the Nuggets game. Yeah, it's going to be wild. A wild Thursday in store for all of us. Whether there's deals or not, there's going to be some feelings, some opinions this time tomorrow, but hopefully it comes after another Magic win. So yeah, tune into that tomorrow night. Magic versus Nuggets, trade deadline reaction. Have a great night. We'll see you after the Nuggets game, and until then, let's go Magic.